Right, it's Mike from the Mike James Rock Show, funny enough. We're at Slam Dunk. Hacktivist are here.
Yo.
What up?
Yo.
Normally when we sit down and have an interview with you guys, go, so when's the album out?
Yeah.
It's the first interview in like 8
second
months.
album out?
Yeah. How's the first album being perceived now? It's
Good.
out, it's doing the rounds.
Took a while.
Yeah.
I think people are still waking up to it. They're still remembering that it hadn't come out. So we're still getting that late. People going, shit, I've just picked up the new Hacktivist.
Yeah.
Which I prefer because I think a spread of a release is better than all the hype in like 2 weeks and then it dying out. So it's like a continuous flow of feedback, and it's good feedback as well.
How are you finding the press and the push out cycle for a launch? Because bands, it doesn't matter how big or how small they are nowadays, it all seems to be different campaigns. Like it used to be, you'd have a lead single, then the album would come out, and then bands are nowadays doing 3 singles, then the album. It's a 3-month promo.
Because people are throwing whatever they like out, and that's how music should be.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to format anything. You should be able to just put it on iTunes if you want, or release it yourself if you want, or put out a 2-track EP if you want, or a tape with an A and a B side, or a 20 album, whatever. It's music. Music should be heard. Doesn't matter how it's heard or how it's found, as long as it's found and heard. You know, I think it's better. And there's many ways people doing it differently. I mean, I love how records are coming back. That's just amazing. That's one thing I do love. Vinyl is just it's sick. People are. I still don't think they actually have anything to play it on, but they're buying it, and that's just as important.
At home, I've got a couple of boxes of 12-inch hard house trance stuff, because that's how I used to DJ that kind of stuff. Got nothing to play it on. It's like all these banging tracks, but yeah, it's there. It's like
when trance comes back, it's still there, but when it comes back and LSD comes back in fashion, then you can get some more decks from
feeling dirty.
CEX or Cash. What's it called? Cash converters. You can get some belt drives.
Belt drives. Can't do no cutting and scratching on those things.
No, I know. But you don't do trance, do you?
I used to be able to do like subtle scratching and beat juggles and all that kind of stuff, but that was many moons ago. Then I got tattoos and things like that.
Now you're here.
Interviewing you guys. Your EP, you end up touring the world on that one. So what's happening with the album? The album's out. So are you booked up solid now, touring wise?
This year we're keeping it quiet. I think next year is going to be the way that the album came out. You know, there was a lot of work over every month, day and week. A band has been touring or doing something.
Got 3 tours though. We've got Australia, Shikari in September.
Oh, nice man.
Redden and Leeds.
Leeds. A few other festivals around Europe. But yeah, I think next year is going to be the manic year. Yeah, definitely.
We wanted to be right, and we knew that we'd miss the boat on a lot of things this year if it didn't come out by a certain time.
Of course,
because that's what everything depends on. But again, it's got to be right. And I'm not fussed. It's quite nice to have a quiet year in our. You know what I mean? It's not quiet by far, but so
we've been interviewing you and following you for like 3 years plus now, and it has just been constant for you guys. We're at every festival anyway. That's what we do. But so are you guys. It's like constant relentlessness.
So it's good. Yeah, we like Ben said, we're doing the major stuff that we feel is right, and then we're waiting to next year to get back out. To do the other stuff.
You touched on it very slightly at the beginning, but are you already thinking of album 2? Are you writing?
It's already started.
It has been.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that didn't go on this album. That's just, like finished songs that just are on, or I guess are already on the second album somewhere.
Okay.
But I'm sure they'll take another change,
a remix,
something to mix it up.
Yeah, that's cool. Some of the tracks on the EP, you've got guest vocals and things like that. Is that something you're going to be working on for the second album?
I think it's a cool thing. Yeah, we do. A lot of bands can't do it, but we can get away with it because of we could get anyone. We could get someone to sing, someone to rap, someone to scream, someone to breathe if we fancied it. But we can do guest
breathing for you, man. Anytime.
Sweet.
Those are cool.
I think we're always going to do collaborations.
It gets you out to different lanes as well, doesn't it? Different genres. So you guys are a multi-genre band anyway, so you can work.
We had more people down for the album, but then we kind of cut it back a bit.
So we're going to do like about 5 or 6 of them.
But
and we've worked a bit too much. But,
it's cool as well because things like this, we could get the people that are here that are on the album up with us.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, Raul's jumping up, Jamie's jumping up.
So tonight's going to be round.
Yeah,
Shikari doing the sound system.
Raul jumped up yesterday and no one had a clue. But now people have been asking today because they've seen on Twitter that he did.
Course, yeah.
So people are like, is he up today? And I was like, oh, I don't know, you have to check it out. You don't want to give it away.
No,
But,
of course not, man. It's cool.
yeah.
The album itself is absolutely phenomenal. Like, we had been waiting for it for 18 months and did not disappoint. So thanks very much for
You don't have to say how much it is. That's cool.
It's
It's
awesome.
cool. The rep's good, and I think we're getting a wider audience from it.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
And the mix CD you're giving away at the end of last year, the mixtape, that was cool
Yeah.
as well.
Just something we threw together, and it's got a bit of stuff on there that I hadn't heard, a couple of covers that I did years ago and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But I think we're going to do more of those.
The remix of Defy and Destroy, that
Deceive and
that's
Defy.
it, it's like, yeah.
Defy and
I always
Destroy.
get that's
That's
wrong on the radio.
part two.
That's
Defy and
better, isn't
Destroy.
it? Find the truth.
Yeah.
I've said it wrong on the radio as well, and Dan's brought me up on it.
That's fine. There's some cool stuff on there. A couple of remixes I've done, a couple of remixes that other people have done.
Is that something you want to get into as like a sideline, remixing other bands and things like that?
Maybe I hadn't thought about that. I do it anyway. But, I think that's the best thing about us. I think the scope for us to do whatever the fuck we want is more than anyone else because we already have and people like that.
Yeah.
But if a band started, like a heavy metal band suddenly put a drum bass track on there, and people would just be like, but we can get away with it because we did it from the start.
Yeah. So you can go down whichever lane you want. If you wanted to go more metal, you can do that. If you want to go more grimy and beat oriented,
That's exactly where we're going to go.
ideal.
Both ways. I don't think we're ever going to sway one way because we don't sway one way. We can't. We don't know what one way is. We're like
Just get it all out there.
We're like an orgy of music,
I like that.
and that's how we stay. We're swingers of music.
Swingers. Well, it'll soon be the 20s again, so we can bring our swing beat back in, can't we?
Yeah.
I think we'll leave it at that, man. Thanks very much for
Swing
taking the
metal.
time out, and we'll see you later for this
Yes.
monster gig.
Cheers, buddy.
Thanks very much.
Wicked.
Cheers.